Good morning, sweethearts. Happy Saturday. How y'all doing? It's a beautiful morning. You can see the sun's just rising here. Well, over the mountains, at least out about where I'm at. I woke up to a couple messages this morning, and it ties into a couple messages I've received over the past couple days. People messaging me, asking me, is this a time warp? Is this a time anomaly? You know, why things seem strange? Why does space seem closer and things seem larger and things seem smaller and I seem so large to things? You know, why do the mountains that are 20 kilometers away seem like they're right next to me? And you know, sweet ones, that is part of this, what is labeled ascension. The higher in frequency you go, you know, how many times have me and others stated everything is a frequency and that disclosure is a frequency? Good evening. Good evening. Well, it's evening for you, Santosh. It's morning for me. It's just after 7, I think. You know, good morning, Sherry. Big hugs and blessings, sweet ones. And so, sweet ones, that's part of the things that when I say observe outside, you can really see. The higher in frequency the planet goes, the higher in frequency we each individually go, disclosure and everything else happens. Now, Melissa messaged me, I think it was last night, or yesterday afternoon, and says, is this a time warp? Now, today is, what is the day today? I think today's the 21st. And I don't know, I don't go by calendars. Anyways, it was yesterday or the day before Melissa messaged me, and it was showing October 21st. Later on in the afternoon on this picture, she sent me a couple of them asking me, is this a time warp? That's the time anomalies that's going on right now. When we speak of the past, the present, and the future, all coming into the present now. When we talk about these bifurcation of timelines, when we talk about the separation of the worlds, in all of those in a roundabout way tie into, everything ties in, actually. But ties into directly what you are seeing, what seemingly seems strange because things seem more vibrant, things seem closer. You know, if you go outside and look at night at the stars, you can see that they're not stars, that they're starships. If you look at them, you can see the twinkling lights on them. And then, you know, another gal asked about, well, you know, I look at the clouds and they seem strange. You know, some of them, the gray inside the clouds turn purple or blue or sweet ones. That's how you can tell that they're cloud ships and that they're being cloaked by the clouds. When you look at your clouds, you can tell now a normal cloud, and when I say normal, I'm talking normal to the human psyche, if you will. A cloud is not flat. Now, if you observe and you look into your clouds, you can see when you can see the layers of the ships in some of them. You can see what seems like a wider light gray cloud in the middle or towards the bottom, whatever it may be. It looks like it's a dark cloud or a rain cloud. And then you keep watching it and it'll have hints of blue or hints of purple or whatever. Those are cloud ships. And as this shift continues to manifest in the physical plane that has already taken place, that's what you're noticing with your physical eyes now. The more you anchor in these light encoded filaments, sweethearts, the more they come into manifest as you anchor it into the physical plane. Good morning, Lizette. Good morning, Annette, Karen, Rhea. And let me catch up. Charles, big hugs, Julie, big hugs and blessings, sweet ones. Why really fall down in sadness and feel unworthy at all? It is so wrong. Annette, that's what these energies of this new moon are doing. Now remember, I have stated, and many others, this new moon that we just went through was a moon of truth, integrity, and liberation. So anything that is coming up for you, any of these feelings, sweethearts, anything to do with unworthiness, anything to do with abandonment, anything to do with rejection. And if you allow yourself to observe the emotions that are coming up, you're going to be able to see through an expanded set of lenses, if you will, just how these things tie into unworthiness, undeserving, rejection, abandonment, and every single one has to do with trust and distrust issues, because that's where you're at right now. This new moon is liberating you from everything that you are deceiving yourself of. Self-deception of not speaking your truth of your soul, whether your human is conscious of what that truth is or not. It's going to be bringing up everything that is keeping you from fully stepping into, claiming, and being that which you are. Good morning, Barat. And so, Annette goes on, how you doing, Curtis? Helena, big hugs and blessings, sweethearts. And this is because wrong treatment from someone and my reactions felt shameful. I did nothing violent, only wrote a lot. Annette, beautiful. It has nothing to do with the other person. That other person is playing a role for you, giving you the opportunity to see that which is unseen within you that you need to transform. And that's what these energies are bringing up, sweet ones. It's showing you where you're still giving your power away, where you are still feeling unworthy, where you are still feeling judgment or giving judgment out, if you will. These energies are all about self-accountability, showing you where you're still hanging on to. Good morning, Kelly Cal. How you doing, beautiful? Hanging on to the ways, the old behavior patterns, the old energies of that old grid. And the more you release these things that are coming up, and you know, it's just showing you that which you no longer need, or that which you're not consciously aware of, so you can become consciously aware of it, sweetheart, so you can transform it into the higher frequencies. I reposted a photo from a friend that had a cloud that was flat on top and kind of cornucopia-shaped cloud shape, for sure, absolutely. And the more you allow yourselves to recognize, sweet ones, and the more you observe what's going on, observe it, you will see that you will be able to, one, identify, if you will, the different colors on the ships. You will identify the different star nations that they come from. You will be able to identify, regardless if it's nighttime or in the day, and they're cloaked by clouds. And you will find that you will be able to recognize whether it is a fleet ship, a scout ship, a mothership. And, these moments are magical. They truly, truly are. And again, people want disclosure. They want this, they want that. It is all a frequency. And the more you do the inner transformation work, and the higher you allow yourself, look, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Let me put my coffee cup down. You're going to disclose and reveal to yourself more and more. Now, look, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can see it in my camera. Can you see that? You can see a ship right up there. I don't know if you guys can see it out of. Let me see if I can get a better one. Like I said, the sun's just rising and it's really cloudy this morning. Let me see if I can see another one here. Okay, right here. Here, let me walk over here. I like revealing these things to you because they're just so cool. To me, they're just awesome. All right, this cloud's perfect. All right, let me walk over here some more. All right, see this cloud in the back? Let me put my coffee cup down. See this big cloud in the back here with the white on it? Annette, stay still, please. I'm trying to find the right spot for it to stay still, Annette. I got you, beautiful. You can see, if you look at those clouds in the back, you can see, can you see the depth or what would be those 3D glasses if you watch a movie in 3D, how it gives you depth, if you will. And that's something that so many of us, our depth perception has only gone so far, if you will. And with the upgrades in your eyesight, you're finding now that it's not that everything is more 3D in depth, dimensional, if you will, that depth, that everything, you're starting to see everything in a more expanded depth, if that makes sense. And if you can see in that cloud, and you can really, maybe you can't see it because of that tree, but right here above this tree, in the light, in the flagpole, you can see the depth that I'm talking about. And when you're looking at these clouds, when you go out and look at the clouds, you can tell by the depth, the height, the width of these clouds. And if you look at it and you look at the gray or the different shades of gray, if you will, the 50 shades of gray in the clouds, if you will see, oh no, you roosters, you just keep going back into your yard. Don't come over here. My dogs will start barking. And please, thank you. And that's how you're going to be able to see and identify if it's a cloud ship or just a cloud. Come on, boys, you got to go. Roosters, you can't be over here. My dogs will go nuts. And I don't want them to eat chicken for breakfast, sorry. I'd rather have all life saved right now. And I'm walking, Annette, I'm walking closer just because you asked for more, please. I'm walking closer to this cloud here. Okay. I don't know if I can zoom in on it enough. Let me see if I can zoom in and see if I can show. Okay, my camera won't let me zoom while I'm on video. If you look at that, you can see faces in it. You can see symbolism in it. You can see the depth, if you will, and the height of that cloud. You can see where there is a ship being cloaked in this cloud here. And you can tell, if and zoom in on it, guys. See, you can look at, they shifted it into it. There's a heart in there now. And they give you messages through them. And those are the things that you're really, that seem strange to the human psyche, if you will, that are really becoming prevalent for each of you now. And what Nita said was, it seems so strange. Why is this like this? Because you're ascending, you're evolving in frequency. The planet has ascended. We've all known that in the higher realms, but it's manifesting here in the physical now. Oh no, don't be following me. You're supposed to be go. No. Look at them all. Oh no, you gotta go. They're sitting here following me. I didn't even know it. No, come on, chickens. You gotta go. Go back to your mama. My dogs are gonna go nuts. They're pretty, aren't they? Look at them. Aren't they pretty? They're the neighbors from way back over there, and for whatever reason, I don't know why they've been running around loose for 2 weeks, but oh my goodness. Nothing like stepping in chicken poop first thing in the morning, right? So anyway, sweet ones, that's just like your birds. If if you're not into the starships and cloud ships and yada yada, look at the birds. Even your birds are seemingly closer to you. You know, if you're graced with the blessing of being in a space where you can see eagles. And I really miss that about Spokane because, I used to go to the river every morning and there was an eagle's nest with 5 baby eagles in it, and all, I've been here now a year, just a year. And before that, you know, every morning I would get to watch these baby eagles take flight. I had posted some pictures. No, you guys gotta go. My dogs are gonna eat you. I'm telling you. And I don't want a bloodbath for. All right, Sky Command, help me out here with these chickens and the roosters, please. Come on, guys. Thank you. And I don't even know what I was saying now. I'm more worried about these chickens getting eaten by my dogs. So, anyways, that's what's going on, sweet ones. That's what you're seeing. It's not, you know, you're going to find, if you pay attention to messages, if you send text messages, if you send messages in Messenger or WhatsApp or Instagram, it don't even matter. If you observe, there's going to be times where you can send a message and it'll have a time stamp on it. And you can look at your clock or whatever, and you will see sometimes 10, 15 minutes difference. Some of you, you'll see 2 and 3 minutes difference, and it's like, wait a second. And that's the things that's going on. Now look here, this mothership. That's the cloud look how close it is now. See how it's, oh, maybe you can. See how it's moving over? And you can tell how big it is that it's a mothership. Motherships are humongous. Humongous. All right, guys, you gotta go. And that's the beauty of this moment right now, is so much is being revealed that seems strange, that seems unreal, that seems impossible, that seems like you're delusional and you're hallucinating. And this is the types of things that we've been saying, sweet ones. You're not losing your mind. You're not. This is the bifurcation of timelines. This is the past and the present and the future all coming right now into this moment. This is what we speak about when we say you can literally come into a space, and you are coming into these spaces. You're coming into where you can, again, what you have been seeing to the human psyche, if you will, what you see, you know, is tangible, is becoming fluid, if you will. You're able to stare at something and see something tangible. Take a table, take the deck, the wood, whatever it may be, and look at it and stare at it, and you will be able to, you're coming into spaces where you're able to communicate with the atoms, the particles, the whatever you want to refer to them as, the light particles that make it up. All dark is condensed light. Dark is form. You put enough like particles together and it creates form. That's how you manifest things. It's no different than turning your vessel, turning your table, whatever it is. You can literally put a bunch of light particles together and form matter. Form a table, a chair, whatever it is. And you're coming in. Now, am I saying that you're going to wake up tomorrow and you're going to be able to take all these light particles, that take your table and take it apart and put it into light particles overnight? No. Things are slowly being revealed to you in very subtle ways. And when you allow yourself to observe them, instead of automatically dismissing it as, nah, I didn't see that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Nah, I didn't see that. Oh, I was just seeing something. That was nothing, and you keep going. When you allow yourself to not dismiss it in that sense, and you allow yourself to embrace the fact that maybe I really did see that. And then you sit there and you talk to yourself, did I see that? And yourself will communicate to you. And when you allow yourself to accept and become aware of that which seems strange, that which seems delusional, that which seems like you're hallucinating, yada, 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 when you can allow yourself to accept it rather than dismiss it, you are going to anchor it more into your vessel, if you will. Anchor it into the physical plane, if you will, and it will be enhanced. And that's what that's what is occurring all around you. And it's magical. It's beautiful, because not only is this putting the human psyche into a space of, okay, now I'm really crazy. You know, guys, you sat there and told me I wasn't crazy on this spiritual journey, and now I'm really feeling like I'm crazy. No, this is where you wanted to be. This is where you have worked so dang hard to get to. Because you asked to return to that which you are. You have chosen to end, to be done with the karmic cycle. Your soul and spirit has chosen to be done with the experiment of duality. It is him saying, not me. Saying what now? What did I miss here? Yes, like this person is not wrong. There is no right or wrong, honey. Everybody is just at their own level of awareness. And that is the part of this journey of just accepting it rather than judging that person being wrong or right. And that's the beauty of us. Oh, Annette says, I am grateful. I'm very grateful, you know. To me, this is beautiful. To me, this is deliciousness. This is lusciousness. This is ecstasy, what is going on for myself. For me, I think it is the most beautiful and the most glorious time in this space and time continuum. And look at it, brings tears of joy to my eyes, because it is just so beautiful and so magical. And that's the beauty of this, because we are witnessing something that has already occurred a few years ago. We're actually being witness, you know, to a very miraculous occurrence that has never occurred before. Yes, we've been witness to it through different lenses in different ways, but never this way. This is not something that we have ever been able to witness in form in the physical plane like we are right now. And it is beautiful. And it is magical. And yes, it seems like you're delusional and hallucinating and you're crazy and this, that, and the other. And it's not. You're not. What you're doing is you're ascending, and you're going through the shift of ascension manifesting in the physical plane. And you're anchoring that ascension that has already occurred in the ethers and the energies and in the hidden and the unseen. You're anchoring it into the seen, into the physical, into the heard. You're seeing, like I was saying yesterday, where you can see. You're beginning to be able to see energy waves. You're able to, again, like with your tables, your chairs, whatever it may be, your lamp. You're able to stare at it and see the light particles that are condensed that make it into form, and you're able to sit there and you're going to come into more spaces and everything where you can manipulate, for lack of a better word to use, these light particles, and you're going to be able to play with them like they are. What is that? Oh my goodness, what is it back in the day? Light brights, if you will. You know those light bright things way back in the day, where you take those little pegs of light and you put them like on a black thing or whatever, and you can make little pictures that light up with different colors and stuff, if you will. Liken each one of those pegs to these little light particles that are all condensed in this stuff, and that's what you're starting to see. You know, you're starting to see light particles, and it's just magical, sweet ones. So don't, all right, let me restate that. If you allow yourself to really emerge yourself into these energies and really just be present with them. Do an open eye meditation, if you will. Sit outside and really just observe, or sit in your living room, your bedroom, whatever it may be. Practice with your crystals. For those of you who use crystals, practice with your crystals. Stare at your crystal as you're communicating to it, and you will find that, yes, we all know crystals carry energy, and everything can communicate with you. But if you allow yourself to, you can have your crystals expand themselves out for you. Have them teach you about the light particles that make them up, and apply it to your outside world, whatever. Play with it, sweet ones. Play with the subtle things that you think that you're crazy and you're not seeing, that you're seeing, but you're not sure if you're seeing. Play with this stuff. Become aware of it and communicate with it, because where you can beginning to see color, now you're going to hear it. Where you can hear tones, now you're going to start seeing those tones, the energy, frequency, band waves of it, and just allow yourself to really just be present with it. It's beautiful. It's magical. It's us. It's all expanded us. And just embrace that magic, sweethearts. Have a happy Saturday. I'm going to get coffee. I love you. Big, big, big hugs and blessings. Bye-bye now, sweethearts.